Hello friends, Ben here for Giant Loop, and today we're going to put some Giant Loop soft luggage on this brand new 2022 Norden 901. I was lucky enough to score a Norden 901. It's a bike that a lot of people are super interested in. I'm loving it so far. And I know that many of you also have Norden 901s, and you might be wondering about soft luggage options that work with this bike in stock form. Now I've made a few mods. Obviously I've got crash bars on here, but no pannier racks, no nothing. So let me show you a Giant Loop soft luggage setup that will work on this bike with no modifications to the motorcycle whatsoever. What I'm going to show you is our Go Light touring kit, which is the Fandango tank bag that you see here. I'm going to put the Great Basin saddle bag and the Tillamook dry bag here on the bike, but I just wanted to bring you along as I do that. And that'll give you a ton of storage to go motorcycle camping off this bike. No racks or other modifications required. So let's start with the Fandango, which I've already mounted. Let me show you how I've mounted that, and then we'll move back and we'll put the other two bags on. Fandango is an 8-liter tank bag. Flat profile on the back, you can see, so very easy to stand up on the motorcycle and do everything you need to do in all different types of riding. It's got this exterior elastic pocket, it's got a mat pocket on top, and then inside there is a mesh pocket here, access to the mat pocket. This bag is mostly waterproof on its own and completely waterproof if you put the dry pod that comes with it inside. There's a movable divider in here, but let me show you the best feature of this bag, in my opinion, which is if you go to get gas, you don't want to take your bag all the way off. That's annoying. So you just unzip it halfway, flip it over. You have full access to your gas cap. You have access to, there's a hidden pocket under here where you can put your registration documents, things like that. In fact, that's what I've got in this bag. And then when you're done, flip it back over, zip it back on, and you're good to go down the road. So let me show you how I've mounted it. This one's pretty straightforward. Like all of our tank bags, there's just a strap that runs up underneath the neck of the motorcycle to a buckle right here. You just pull that tight. So that holds it forward. Just want to make sure you're not pinching any cables. So you want to go underneath all the cables and wires that are there. And then there's two other mounting points. They're identical, one on each side, that I'll show you. It's pretty easy here on the Norden because you've got easy access to this frame rail right here. I just ran the strap down behind it. Back up, there's a buckle that is underneath the bag, as well as some elastic keepers for all your slack. That's an easy install. It takes about 5 minutes to put on and adds a bunch of storage to the bike. Let's move on to the big bags. Let's do the Great Basin saddle bag next. This is the Great Basin saddle bag. It has 68 liters of storage and it is designed to work without pannier racks. Let me show you how. There are a few different ways to mount this bag. You have to anchor it at the rear and then again on the sides, which I'll show you in a second, but let's start with the rear. Conveniently, the Norden has this rear rack. So with this bag, it comes with these anchor straps. And so the easiest way to do this, just run it under the rack here. I'm gonna do this 3 times because there are 3 straps. Basically just through the loop here, like this, and that just secures it down, and then you'll run it through this loop here. And that, under tension, will keep it in place. We're gonna do that 3 times. I like to go around the outside over here because it just gives you a little bit wider base. You do what makes sense for you. Lots of options. It's pretty versatile is the point I'm making. That's 2. And this is fast. You can see real time. And there's another buckle right here. And this Great Basin comes with all these straps, obviously. Okay, and if you're wondering why I don't anchor it farther back, it's because we're going to put the Tillamook bag on top of this rack. So I'm trying to save myself just a little space for that so it has support from underneath. But those 3 straps are on and tight. Let's put the side straps on. The easiest place to go here is the front of the passenger foot peg mount. Just make sure that your elastic keeper is on the outside of your strap so you can use it for your slack. So I just like to push it up like this. And just gonna get it on there for now. We'll go around and tighten everything up in a minute. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. It looks exactly the same, so I'm not gonna bore you with that. One thing to note with bikes with grab handles like this, sometimes you can run the bag underneath them, which is what I've done here. So do you see there's this seam on the outside? I just stuck it underneath the grab handle. That's gonna cost me a little bit of space in the bag, but 1, small price to pay for being able to put it on without adding any racks. And 2, if you really wanted to, these side pieces come off, so you could avoid giving up that space if you wanted to, but I wanna show you how to do it bone stock. So I'm gonna put some stuff in this bag so that it's a little bit more full. We can see what it looks like before we put the other bag on. And again, 68 liters, so it can hold a lot of stuff. You don't even really need the other bag to go camping, but I like to bring a lot of extra stuff. Have a whole video on how much camping gear you can put in the Great Basin, which I will link for you. Obviously, I'm just stuffing it with blankets right now for demonstration purposes. But you know, I would assume most of you will take more camping than just a bunch of blankets. But hey, you do you. I'm not here to tell you how to camp. That is the Tillamook dry bag, and it mounts up super easy on the bike. Great Basin has a beaver tail which comes up over the top, and there are 3 straps on the back that connect to it. That holds the bag down to the bike, but also allows you to attach extra bags like this. So I'm just taking those 3 straps, and I'm gonna run them up through the daisy chain webbing on the Tillamook bag and connect it on the top. And the Tillamook bag can be used by itself. 48-liter dry bag with openings on both ends. One of my favorite pieces of luggage ever. Super versatile, I use it all the time, so you don't just have to use it with this setup. It has 4 buckles which allow you to mount it directly to a rear rack or to a motorcycle or to really anything. It's like a soft top case for your bike. I'm not taking up slack, but you would obviously if you're gonna go riding. So it will be a little cleaner than this, but this is for demonstration purposes. This one goes right in the middle, obviously. Tighten it down. So that Tillamook bag, 48 extra liters, openings on both sides. You don't even have to take it off to get into the bag, but it is now attached to the rear of the Great Basin bag. Fandango tank bag, 8 liters. Great Basin bag, that's 69 liters. And then 48 liters here in the Tillamook dry bag. It is roughly 125 liters of storage, no racks required. And let me show you, there's still plenty of room to get on the motorcycle here. Look, and yeah, and I'm, you know, twice as wide as the average rider, but you want to get up, you want to stand, you want to move around. Stuff is not in your way. It is nowhere near my legs. So I love this setup. It's rugged. It's got extra grab handles to help you get a hold of the bike if you drop it. It's modular, versatile. You could run just this. You could run just this. Your tank bag is enough for day trips by itself. I keep all my filming gear in mind. As I mentioned, this is our Go Light touring kit. The cool thing about our soft luggage kits is if you buy all 3 pieces at once in the kit, using the kit page, which I will link for you, you save an additional 10% off of what it would cost you to buy each of these individually. That's gonna save you a couple $100. So if you're looking for a setup for the Norden, this is a great setup that'll work for you right out of the box, as you can see. And you can save money by buying it all at once. We have a product video on the Fandango tank bag I will link for you. I made a product video on the Tillamook I will link for you so that you can get more information on it. And I will link the product pages for each of these individual items down below so you can go check them out for yourself on our website. Keep in mind that all orders over $75 from giantloopmotor.com ship for free. So if you order this kit, you're getting free shipping directly to you. YouTube subscribers save 10% with promo code SUBSCRIBER. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more gear overviews and other content just like this. I'm really hoping to get out of the garage. We just had the rainiest April in history, which is why you've seen so many garage videos lately, but my hope is to get out and actually do videos in the woods again very soon. If you have gear questions, you're not sure if a piece of gear is gonna work for your bike, you wanna know more about it, please feel free to reach out to us. You can use the chat now feature on giantloopmotor.com. You can call, you can email, and our customer service specialists will answer your questions and help you get set up with exactly what works for you. And don't forget that all of our products are backed by our limited lifetime warranty. So once you buy, you're covered forever, basically. Do not hesitate to reach out if you have issues or questions after you've made your purchase as well. If you have questions about these pieces of luggage or how they fit on the Norden or anything like that, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Go light, go fast, go far with Giant Loop.